Nolan Wells investigation updates got my wheels turning. So I want to run a few things by y'all just to make sure we all on the same page. First and foremost, I've been listening to some of them different interviews. Good Morning America, the press release. The one thing that stood out to me, they went to the friend's house to get Nolan's car, asked for the car keys. Buddy said Nolan was my friend. Was? At this point, he was just a missing person. Nobody knew what happened. Keep that in mind. Then the friend acted like he didn't know where the keys were. Somebody else was on FaceTime with the young lady who said the keys were on top of the Xbox. Goes in the house, 5 minutes later, comes back out with the keys. Daddy says, I feel like y'all lying to me, or I feel like y'all not being honest with me. And if this your friend and y'all need to do that, but it's a heightened situation. He trying to find us out. He ain't getting nothing about none of that. I understand that. Cool, let's move along. Now let's get back to this boat situation because now I'm starting to hear a bunch of different stories. Allegedly, the boat that Nolan and his friends came on, something was broken on it. It was starting to take on water. They left. That was allegedly around 3. But then it appears that everybody left around 3. But why would they do that on 4th of July? And then my next thing is they're saying that there was a family that was staying on the island. So if Nolan was there and needed help, why wouldn't he go to those people? In addition to that, the other thing that seems rather strange is the nature of his phone. So if Nolan was making a decision to stay on the island, why wouldn't he get his phone? Now, I have heard speculation that allegedly the argument that we hear is Nolan telling them to give him his phone and the friends saying no. But then there's also some things where there's another story where they're saying like he's arguing with Nolan is arguing with his friends and they're telling him to get on the boat and he's saying he's staying. Now there are other people that are there that Nolan knows, and this particular person is saying that like he went to go look for Nolan later and couldn't find him. Now they've been searching for Nolan for quite some time. Allegedly he didn't drown. So if he didn't drown, then his body just wouldn't come up on the shore, right? That seems a little sketchy because I would think that he would have had to drown and then somehow come back to the shore. But been looking for him for several days before his body showed back up miraculously. Now, there is also speculation that allegedly some people rode by wherever the boat in question was housed after they got back from the island, and people are saying that they were cleaning it that night. House of the judge. Just keep that in mind, too. In addition to that, why did everybody wait to contact authorities when they got back home? Why didn't they consider contacting authorities while they were at the lake or island, excuse me? Because if I can't find somebody and we're around water, immediately I'm going to alert everybody where I am. Hey, we need to find this person. Because you're telling me that you were fine with traveling all the way back home or all the way back to the dock and then saying, oh, we at? That sounds crazy to me. Now, in addition to all of that, I want to reiterate that like black people and white people navigate these kind of situations differently because black people would be panicking initially as soon as they knew they couldn't find somebody. We also would have been making sure that everybody we came with was on the boat. Now, the other side of that is allegedly he was never leaving with them and he was going with somebody else. Okay, cool. So, who is the other boat that he was supposed to be getting on? When did they leave? What were their interactions with Nolan? I just feel like it's a lot of questions that need to be answered, but the biggest of them all is Nolan was my friend. He wasn't even, it wasn't, no one was unalive then. He was a missing person. Not wanting to give up the keys. The mother also, that's the other thing. The mother had to track the phone down and then she had to go get the phone from using Life 360 and Snapchat. Also, allegedly, all the Snapchat stories were deleted and then it's like all the memories and all the previous stories were also deleted. And apparently, Nolan was a heavy Snapchatter. So, who deleted it? What time was it deleted? Y'all do realize that all social media is tracked on the back end somewhere. Okay, cool. They can't tell who deleted it, but they know that it was deleted. Why didn't y'all take his phone back to his people? Why did people had to come get that call? Why did people had to come get that phone? Why they had to do any of that? Then y'all been partying at a house for at least 4 hours before any. So y'all think we're crazy. I just want everybody to use their imagination for a second. If a person went with you to an island across a body of water and didn't come back, strike one. If that person said they were going back with somebody else, did you confirm with the somebody else that he actually was going? You need to triple check that. Strike two. Then you're telling me that when their parents come to get his vehicle, you don't know where the keys at, but they was on top of your Xbox. Okay, strike three. The girl saying he was never coming with her. She don't know where he went. Now everybody is unclear about where he went. Nobody know where he been at. You mean to tell me a black boy around a bunch of white people and y'all can't spot him out in the crowd? And I'm sure it was probably other black people out there, but we know that they were the minority. So now y'all Ray Charles and y'all can't see nothing. Okay, strike four. Strike five for me is the judges and the doctors as the parents, and like the judge giving them direction to take everything off social media and not being able to say anything without PR training and PR preparedness. Okay, strike five. All of these strikes, and honestly, if this story was different, where it was a group of black kids with one white kid, I promise you these children would be treated differently.